Hello students, let us discuss some important elements of novel or novella. There are 6 elements which are essential of novel or novella. All these factors may be related to one another in the work by an author. Means when one has to write a novel, he has to consider all these 6 elements, and it is his skill to make the novel effective by using all these 6 elements. First among them is theme. There should be a theme for each and every novel or novella. Theme is the central idea. What do you mean by theme? You may find them in the poems also. Theme is the central idea in the novel which can be expressed in a nutshell. That means it's a philosophical statement or a truth in which the whole novel revolves around, or the incidents in the novel revolve around, and which the writer has put forth through the narration of the series of events in the story and characters acting in the particular setting. And second one, which is most important one, is plot. What is meant by plot? Plot is essentially the story. What is plot means what? Simply we can understand it's essentially the story or the course of events. It may contain the course of events that make up the theme. So, in order to fulfill a theme, there should be what? Plot. That means course of events. It is created by the conflict either internal or inside the mind of the character or external with characters or entities. Internal means what? Thinking inner side, oneself, or external with other characters or entities. Plot may be simple. There may be one plot, or in the complex novel it may consist of 2 or more plots. The interweaving of many subplots may be there. One plot, there may be subplots. Now characters. I think without character, novel is impossible. Sometimes in some novels, there may be very less character. It may contain 3, 4, only 4, 5 or. So in some novels, you may consider it may contain many characters. Characterization is related to the plot, as the course of events take place because of the certain behavior of the character. For example, depiction of character can range from a thumbnail sketch to deep, wordy, highly detailed verbal sketch. So, when you are reading a novel, when you are studying a novel, first thing you have to understand, you should be able to describe each character or depict each character. Character sketch is the important element when you are going to study a novel. The important character may have been described in its every aspect by the writer. The there may be major character, hero, minor characters. The minor characters are not given much importance. The reader follows the actions of one main character throughout the novel. This character is referred to as the protagonist. One is main characteristic character, we call him as protagonist. And another one, we find there it is antagonist. Antagonist means who is opposite to protagonist. That means protagonist is in conflict with the character or an entity or a force that may be internal or sometimes it may be external, which is known as antagonist. Now setting. Setting is the background in which the story takes place. There are several aspects of the setting. For example, it includes place, the period in which happens, medieval period, modern period, or the time, climate, weather conditions, lifestyle, social, economic conditions. All these may be included in the setting. So, when you are going to write a novel, or when some author writes all these things, he has to consider in which setting he has to write the novel. which aspects of the society he has to show, or he has to mention, or he has to sketch in his novel. Plot and character are the two major elements that are affected due to setting. One is plot. Plot means what? I told, that series of events. Okay. And plot and characters are affected by the setting. For example, if it is modern novel, there should be a particular plot, and characters also, they include or they show, they reflect the modern society. Then conflict. The struggle between the opposite forces in the story is called conflict. For example, if you are going to write a simple story, there should be characters, there should be dialogues, there should be interaction among the characters, there should be an incident. See, in the same way, there should be a struggle between the opposite forces in the story is called conflict. Conflict in the story provides interest and it arouses curiosity about the plot. Then last one is language or the style. See Shakespeare's novels. Or if you consider the different novels, the language and the text, Shakespeare's drama, but language and the techniques used by the author for the narration of the course of events is known as the style. Style in which he is writing. Author can use extensive vocabulary or high phrases, which he may be, or he would write, or to make the novel more effective, or he would write only to the point, or he may mix both according to the requirement for meeting his purpose. Modern novels, you will find the language simple, modern English may be there. If you go to the 17th century, 18th century novels, you will see many hard words, that means archaic words are used there. He may use linguistic devices, imagery, to make the narrative effective. All these factors decide the texture of the narration and create an impact on the readers. The main intention of writing novel, what? To make the reader, to make the novel effective for reading.